into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. And I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Yay, it's a brand new day. Welcome to it. My name is Graham Richards.
My name is Grant Hines.
It is nice to introduce you to him. Now we know
You should know me. You should know me.
We
by
love
now.
him so much that we asked him to stick around for the entire show today and have a little bit of fun with us, because today, bro, it's about being inspired. It's about, I suppose, being humbled by seeing the brilliance of youth, and that's exactly what we're going to do to you guys this morning. We're going to be highlighting some amazing young achievers. So we're first going to be joined by an aspiring chef. I think she's already doing it, and an author. I told you they're going to humble us. Naledzi Tshikosi, who joins us in the kitchen this morning, but we'll have a chat with her, sit down, find out what she is all about. And then we're going to be catching up with South Africa's youngest golfer, and this kid is on that trajectory. He is going to be the next big thing. He's already the big thing. SimTiger, he is known. He is inspirational. You
I really like his name, SimTiger. It sounds
like
extremely strong.
It sounds like a game name, actually.
It sounds like a game of tag. I like it.
It really does, man. So we'll introduce you to the brilliant SimTiger as well. But today is all about being inspired and taking a load off, because summer's right around the corner. I think we've got like 6 weeks left.
You know, I was driving into work today and the sun is out. There's a lot of energy. I feel warm again. I'm really excited. There's a lot of hope in the air, and I'm excited to be a part of South Africa right now.
And it's not like in 2020 we've heard the word hope a lot. So maybe we'll take the edge off and we'll ask you guys, when you engage with us this morning, when you connect with us on our social media pages, we want to hear from you. What is your favorite summer drink? Maybe you got a mocktail that you go to. When you're out on the beach, what is your must-have refreshment? It's got to be a granadilla lolly for me.
Oh, you like that? When the guys come around with the lollies?
You don't understand.
I like a sparkling water. I know that's very divisive, but I love a sparkling water.
It's quite bougie as well.
You know, you wanted to, Chris.
No, I love it, man. But what is your favorite refreshment? You are obviously the one that matters this morning, so let us know on our Expresso Morning Show Facebook page or on Twitter. The @Expresso Show handle is what we want to see blasted all over the social media airwaves this morning. But first up, I'm feeling a little stiff. I just kind of need to get into this day just a little bit. I got my dad bod on. Maybe there are two gorgeous ladies that can help us with this situation. Oh, no, I'm serious.
Come through, Grant, okay, and G, and join us this morning to start off the day on a very special note. Good morning, South Africa. Igama lam Guguhle Adams. Sanami Dedwa namhlanje on these two yoga mats. I'm riding with this oh so beautiful lady next to me, Una Marie de Klerk. Now, the beach is calling. We know that December's around the corner. That means one thing. We need to get in shape. We know that physical activity and exercise is great for our mental and physical health. We chat to holistic health coach and personal trainer Una Marie de Klerk about the health benefits of exercise and why this is vital to maintaining a healthy immune system. Welcome to the show. How are you feeling?
Yeah, great, thank you.
I heard through the grapevine, I can't see it yet, but you're carrying a little baba in you.
Thank you.
So
Thank
precious.
you.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm in that nice second trimester phase. So yeah, I'm actually 5 months along. And yeah, I'm feeling good.
Is the exercise the reason why you're not showing it?
I think, yeah, keeping an active lifestyle definitely helps.
I love that. And I want to get into it, Una. Why is a healthy, holistic lifestyle important?
Oh, so many reasons. I mean, from boosting our immune system, improving our sleep, helping with mood stabilization. I know a lot of people have felt very depressed from all that's happened in 2020. So it's amazing for that stress relief and obviously for keeping you healthy, bone density, heart health. Yeah.
Everything, just all around in general. And how many times should we exercise, actually? A week or a day? How long in duration?
So the minimum amount in a lot of clinical studies is 150 minutes a week, and that's the minimum amount. So that works out to roughly like 20 minutes a day. But I like to think of building more movement into your life. So can you park a little further away? Can you take the stairs whenever possible? Play with your kids, go for walks, you know, building movement, because they say that sitting's the new smoking. So we need to stay active active.
Exactly, especially in this year. I feel like under lockdown, everyone just feels a lot of pressure in their head, especially with their mental health. It is challenged. So what kind of movements can help with all of these things?
So whatever you're going to do, whatever's going to keep you consistent, whatever you enjoy doing is the best exercise for you. I like variety. I like to cross-train and yeah, so.
Let's get into it, Una. Which exercise are we starting with this morning?
Okay, so we're going to do a nice little body weight workout. We're going to inhale to the ceiling and then just bending down, squeeze your weight back into your heels so that you're activating your glutes, core nice and tight. And so you can do about 10 to 20 of these anytime, anywhere. But we'll just do a couple here. And
How's my form so far?
Beautiful. So your weight's nice and back in your heels, core's engaged, shoulders back.
Awesome, I've got this.
Great. So then we're going to take it into a nice long lunge. So you're going to step your left leg back and then try to look up to the ceiling, engaging your core and really grounding through your front leg. That looks great. And then you're just going to step it back up.
My balance is a little bit off.
So it is a bit of a balance challenge. And for people that are just starting out, you can do it next to a wall or a chair. For my other pregnant ladies, as your balance starts to go, as you get bigger, definitely I would recommend a chair or a wall nearby. And then we're going to hold this, and we're really going to activate that front booty. So ground through your front heel, and you're going to take it down to a tabletop position with your torso. And now squeeze into that front heel to lift your body upright. Feel that front glute?
Una,
Yeah.
you are kidding me. It's only 6 a.m. in the morning.
Good morning. Okay, so we'll just do a couple of those again. You can do about 10, and we do everything on one side, so it's really burning out that front booty.
The tension builds up quite intensely.
And it's also great for toning your core, getting that balance going. So then the last one, you're going to take it to your arms to the diagonal and your leg on the slight diagonal. And then we're going to lift up, so really activate that core, and you're going to lift your leg up, balance, and take it back.
So what are we focusing on with this specific exercise?
So we are toning your front glute, or your whole leg actually is stabilizing, your core, and then even your arms, if you're putting energy into those fingertips, they're working too. So we'll leave it at that for there, and then a little spicy ender. You're going to place your hands into prayer. You're going to really engage that core, lift your back leg, and then we're going to just lift and lower, lift and lower. And again, you can do 10 of these and then go over to the other side. And that's a lovely little way of activating your glutes and your core and challenging your balance. Sorry.
Swear that was the 20 minutes needed for my daily exercise, Una. You are fantastic. Where can people get a hold of you?
So I'm Bespoke Body on Instagram, on TikTok, Bespoke Body ZA on Facebook, and then my website is bespokebody.co.za.
I'm definitely logging in today, okay, to check out more of your exercises. They are quite intense, but they're very friendly for everyone. Also, as you've mentioned, for future mommy. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Truly a pleasure to have you around, and also just putting us on the importance of holistic wellness, rather. Now, with some moderate physical exercise, not only can we keep our bodies in shape and ready for the beach, but we can also improve our general health and strengthen our immune system to fight off those nasty viruses. Do not be like me and lose your breath after 5 minutes of workout.
Looking for immune support? Remain at your peak all year round with Immuenza.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, we promised you inspiration this morning. Welcome back. It's coming in bucket loads. Time to bring you the best of the feel-good news from around the country. And this morning we are honouring all of the little ones. And I say that with all due respect around the country because they are huge in stature and they seem to be doing amazing things. Sitting here with us this morning is one such star, Naledzi Tshikosi, who is an aspiring chef and already an author. That is crazy. Now let's see, welcome.
Hi.
How are you feeling, Naledzi?
Amazing.
Amazing. Are you not even nervous? Are you not a bit nervous for being on TV?
Yes.
Yeah, you see, I'm nervous. Grant's nervous.
How old are you, Naledzi?
I'm 11.
11 years old. And you've already written a book. You're a chef. How did you start cooking?
Well, I found a very pretty looking recipe book and then I tried a few recipes and they were interesting. And then I tried another few tips that my mom gave me and that was fun. And that's how I got into it.
But you've obviously got to have a gift for it, because I mean, I'm old, okay? I'm like really old. You can hear me groaning every time I stand up. That's how old I am, and I've been cooking for a long time, and there's still things I struggle with. Did it come easy for you, or have you had to like really learn? Are you a good cook?
I think I'm a great cook.
What's your favorite meal that you've made?
Chickpea and sweet pea. Chickpea and sweet potato soup.
Oh, that's my favorite. I love chickpeas.
So we'll put you in the kitchen just now, and we'll put you to the test. Absolutely love that. Oh, is your mom? What's your mom's name?
Naledzi Tshikosi.
Stembile is here. I'm sure the proudest mother on the planet.
She's waving
from the background. Is she a good cook?
Yes, she's an amazing chef.
Ah, you see. So it's in the genes.
So tell us a little bit about your book. What's your book? What kind of recipes can we expect to see in it, and where can you get it?
It's a collection of short stories all around cooking.
I love that. What made you kind of, because it's quite a difficult thing to write a book. I would imagine it's a very challenging thing and it takes a lot of effort and time. When did you decide, okay, I'm going to write a book, and what was that like?
Well, I decided to write a book in the beginning of the year.
Wow, and you've already pulled it off. Was it difficult, or did it just come easy?
Easy.
I have a feeling, I told you we're going to be humbled this morning. I have a feeling that everything's going to come easy to you because you are just so amazing. I know that there are a lot of young people. This has been a difficult year, I think, for all of us. Doesn't matter how old we are. It's been a challenging year. For other young people, another 11-year-old young girl like yourself, what do you want to say to her? What message of hope do you have?
Just take it. Take your dream by the tail, and once you have it, you may rest.
I love that. You are
Take your
awesome.
dream by the
Actually, you're fast becoming my favorite person on the planet. So I'm going to ask you an important question because we're going to go into our next story now. Do you have a favorite animal?
A polar bear.
A polar bear. Well, we're not going to feature a polar bear now because we live in obviously a very hot climate now. Now, we're going to have a little bit of fun with our next story. And you are, I promise you, cuteness overload now, okay? It's pure cuteness. Latest sightings, a page dedicated to spotting wildlife in the Kruger National Park. They've created a compilation video to showcase baby season in the park. And it features a series of wild predators and their newly born little ones. Let's take a little look at this. Brace yourself. It's going to be super cute. We have I think hyenas have a bad rep.
Oh,
but
Naledzi,
look
what do you think of that?
Sweet it is.
It's so cute. I wish we'd see some polar bears for you, but you know, these are a nice substitute, right?
Yes.
Oh, the cheetahs are also loving it. And our baby lion calves. Oh man, celebrating sweetness and cuteness, absolutely adore it. Now we're going to close out with a story. I'm a bit of a crier, so you're going to have to excuse me if I burst out crying because I'm quite an emotional person, and I think this next story is going to be a little bit overwhelming. It's hopefully going to fill you with love and joy, and this is a testament to a picture being worth 1,000 words. The baby home in Durban North, it's a safe haven for abandoned and orphaned children, and they've recently shared a picture of a little girl walking to court where she was about to meet her forever family. Just take a look at this picture. This is Diva, and in the photo she is holding the hand of her brand new brother. Just take that in. Look at that gorgeous little
You know,
frame,
like
man.
it's so inspiring when I see families that are adopting and how much adoption is needed in South Africa, and that we as a country can stand together and do that is really impressive. And those are the lives we're changing. This picture here is how we're changing lives.
Oh man, hopefully that inspires more families out there. And we've got to say to the Baby Home in Durban North and all other organizations doing that incredibly hard work, thank you so much. Naledzi, you're a superstar. You handled your first big TV interview. I don't know, maybe you've done hundreds because you're that famous
She's
already.
written one book this year
Yeah,
already.
she's already written a book this year. But you're a superstar. Thank you so much for joining us. And we will see you in the kitchen just now, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
She will do it, she'll do it. But you want to obviously spread a little bit of love and inspiration. I know it. I know you've got a story to tell. Please share those stories with us on our social media pages. Let us know of heroic, amazing young women like this. Amazing stories, amazing pictures. Stories that will make us and the rest of Mzansi proud to be South African.
Well, the feel good doesn't stop, and up next, to continue the feel good stories of South Africa's young stars, we caught up with a 9-year-old golf star, SimTiger Shabalala, also known as SimTiger, as he, of course, is affectionately known. And of course, the Tiger is for Tiger Woods, and that's how talented the youngster has proven to be. Take a look at this.
My name is SimTiger Shabalala. I'm 9 years old. I'm in grade 3 and I play golf.
My name is Bonginkosi Keith Shabalala. I am SimTiger Shabalala's father. I'm also his caddy, and I'm also his manager and sometimes coach. We realized that Sim has talent in golf when he played his first major tournament at the age of 5 or 6. The way he conducted himself and the way he was able to pull difficult shots, and also the way he competed with other top players that we had already been competing for a long time.
Being the youngest South African golf player doesn't come natural to me because I still have to work hard and practice every day. As a young golfer, I look up to Tiger Woods because he's won 15 majors and 82 tour championships. And he's inspired a lot of people. He's been #1 in the world for a very, very long time. And he has done a good job.
Sim's training routine is quite simple and relaxed because we don't want him to burn out. He's still a child. So like any other normal child, in the morning he goes to school and then they knock off at 1:30, and then he goes home, changes, he eats, and then after that he will come here and practice, but not on a daily basis. He does it sometimes like twice a week, and he plays other sports. So he also does tennis, and he also does soccer and athletics. He's an all-rounder.
What I like about golf is that my dad's always beside me, and I have good coaches, my family's supporting me. And what's fun about golf for me is going around the world to play with other kids, because that is just, it's amazingly fun because you can meet other kids, compete with other kids, shoot low scores, win the championship. The best moment for me was when I played in the USA for the first time, and I played for my country in the World Championships, and I managed to finish at the top 10.
If I were to talk about Sim's journey in his career so far, it was not a smooth journey, and obviously he had to compete amongst the best. If we talk locally, he has managed to win more than 15 or 20 titles, and then also international tournaments. He has played in the US Kids Golf Championships last year, where he finished in the top 10, he finished 7th, and then he also played in the Australian Open beginning of this year, where he finished 2nd. He was leading until the last day, and so So for him, it also gave him that confidence that he can go around the world and he can compete. I mean, he's been in the countries like Scotland, he's been in the countries like England, where he also finished in the top 5.
The best achievement was when I won the Player of the Year, and I'm going to try and accomplish that next year. I want to carry on golf as a career and win more majors than anyone has in the whole entire world, and to inspire people and coach people to become golfers like me.
Where to from here for SimTiger? He's still quite young, and to be honest with you, we're not quite strict on him to say golf is what he has to do. I mean, he still has a choice to choose what he needs to do when he gets older. For now, what we do is just give him the guidance, we give him the platform, and then it's up to him to decide where he wants to take this. If he wants to take this talent that he has and run with it, the platform is there, is given that opportunity. And if he decides, no, I don't want to play golf, I want to play something else, maybe I want to play tennis or I want to play soccer. I mean, he's quite good with other sports as well. The choice is up to him. We need to give him that platform.
How inspiring.
SimTiger.
How inspiring.
You know, that's an example, you know, like when Tiger Woods has inspired somebody, like, and as a child, that's what I want to do one day. I want to have kids coming up and going like, I want to be just like Grant.
I want to be, but it does help if you are extraordinarily brilliant at something. And talent like that, you know, let's be honest, it's a rare, amazing, wonderful thing. But what I loved the most about that story was how chilled out his dad is taking the journey. And it's not like this overt pressure on him. It's like, he's amazing, I'm going to support him, I was just thinking how cool it was that the two of them get to spend all that time on the golf course. And it's just absolute magic. SimTiger, we see you, lad. We see you. And you will get that SA Young Golfer of the Year award again next year. So hopefully that's inspired you. We're going to inspire you with more stories of hope. We've asked you guys to share with us how you would spend 10,000 Rand, 5,000 for you and 5,000 for someone else, and you guys have risen to the occasion. We'll get into some of your amazing stories in just a moment.
So I'm chatting to Umalume Musa here. He's owned a small clothing factory for years now, and he's always inspired me with his success. But like a lot of businesses, this lockdown's hit him hard. So he spoke to his banker, and they've put together a tailor-made relief solution for him to help his business and his people get through this. Making your bank your business partner, that's a habit worth keeping.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. As we always say, 2020 has been such a harsh year on so many families, and 10,000 rands is some serious cash and could be a life changer, right? In fact, courtesy of Nedbank's Here's to You Mzansi campaign, all their clients stand a chance of winning their share of 5 million rands. Now, earlier this week, we reached out to you on social media and asked what 10,000 rands would mean to you, and we have received some incredible feedback.
Yeah, it just brings meaning to the campaign when you see, first of all, how many challenges there are and how difficult this year has been, but how people think about other people is amazing to me. And we've had some fantastic suggestions coming through. This one coming from Pilani Mbata, and he said this to us on Twitter. He wrote in saying, winning 10,000 rand means I can use 5,000 to buy my little brother a sewing machine so that he can become financially independent. I love that. And I would use the other 5,000 to get myself a driver's license. Go and do it, man. Pilani, well done.
And like you said, like everybody's thinking about other people. So Zamaklobo Mapinda wrote in and shared the following: winning 10,000 rand means I could finish building my parents' house that was put on hold due to financial problems. I would use the money to plaster the walls and finally add tiles.
Oh man, Zamaklobo, I'm holding thumbs for you. And then lastly, we love to see women in power. This one really hit all the right notes for me. And Pumiak from Twitter wrote in and said, winning that 10,000 rand would truly give me security to chase my dreams. I love cooking and I've turned my passion into a business. I bought a container and turned it into a mini kitchen.
Wow.
All I need now is to buy equipment and start my journey. This would be living my dream. Yay.
Oh, this is heartwarming, and I am like, it's very easy.
Can we just make them all winners? We can't, hey? We're not allowed to make them all winners, hey?
I would love for everyone to walk away with the 10,000 rands, because all of these stories deserve that kind of punch, or that, you know, to kind of catalyze the process of them achieving their dreams for them and their families. What do you guys think?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I think that we need to carry on dreaming. Everybody's got to have like a dream of their own like this.
Yeah.
And I wish that we could just give away a whole bunch of money to help.
No, completely. But what I like about this is that it's achievable, very concrete dreams. Excuse the pun, Pilani. But these are things that we can do. And whether you're winning the money or not, have that goal and look for a way of achieving it, because these are things that are very much within the realm of possibility. It's not a pipe dream, something, oh, give me $1 million, I'll win the lotto. This is something that's right in front of you that you can achieve. But keep thinking about someone else and keep putting it out there, because if you are a Nedbank client, who knows, you might just be getting that 10,000 rand.
I wish, actually. Now connect with us on our social media platforms, Expresso on Facebook and Twitter pages, and let us know what winning that 10,000 rands would do for you and how it would change your life after lockdown. Also remember to include the hashtag Here's to You Mzansi, and join us again on Friday, where we will be announcing our first winners live on air. It just might be you.
This is Nedbank just saying here's to you, Mzansi, for being brave, for being resilient, for fighting. What would you do with 10,000 rand?
Oh my gosh, I would love to get on a plane and go somewhere. Go on a great holiday.
Far
Just get away.
Yeah. What would you do with 10,000 rand, Naledzi, if you won 10,000 rand?
I'd probably take my family on a holiday.
10,000 rand, you can stretch that amount. You can really stretch it, take the entire family on a big getaway. But we're bringing it back to the kitchen this morning, and when it comes to creating memories and spending time with loved ones like Naledzi would do if she won 10,000 rand, few acts are as special as preparing and sharing a meal together. And that's why this Be Well vegetable lasagna is everything you need in a dish. Now imagine this: layers of pasta, freshly made tomato and vegetable sauce, all rounded off with layers of cheese sauce and baked to golden perfection. Can you imagine that? Oh yes, oh yes. And to show us just how easy it is to get all of this done, we've got Teresa Aliet, my favorite, in the kitchen this morning. Well, with the upcoming chef, Naledzi Tshikosi, to show us how to bring this to life. This is fantastic. This excites me.
Good.
Your job, obviously you need to be getting worried, right?
It's competition.
But what are we making this morning? How are we doing this?
We are doing a vegan lasagna, so lots of color, lots of veggies, and it's just a different take on lasagna. So we're going to show you how. So Naledzi's been doing some onions in the pan.
Nice.
I'm going to add another splash of Be Well canola oil.
I will be really embarrassed if Naledzi is able to do this with finesse and ease, because after spending so much time with you, Teresa, in the kitchen, I must be honest, and you will say this as well, that I haven't quite nailed the techniques quite yet, right?
There. I've seen you do some pretty mean cupcakes
and eggs. But of course, if you want this recipe, do go onto our website. It's expressoshow.com. We've got the recipe loaded on there, as well as all the ingredients you're going to need to bring this magical dish to life.
Yeah, right. So we've got onions going in the pan with our oil, and I've added some zucchini. I'm also going to add some sweet potato. So that's been peeled and sliced. And then the all-important garlic.
You can never go wrong with garlic,
we
right?
have to have it. So Naledzi's just sauteing that. You want to cook that for about 8 minutes until it's al dente. So cooked, but it's still got that bit of bite.
What do you do with the sweet potato? Do you boil it first before you throw it in there, or do you just go cut fresh as it is?
Cut fresh, yeah. Cut it quite thinly. If it's too thick, it's going to take a long time to cook. So I'm just going to turn this up a little bit.
Now, Naledzi, do you cook a lot at home? Do they make you cook at home?
We have a schedule.
You have a schedule? So you've got days, specific days where it's your days, and you cook for the whole family?
So like
unsupervised?
Chamangi that cooks, then Ali, my older sisters, then me, and sometimes Mom. She cooks.
What days do you cook?
When they're done cooking.
When they're done cooking. So they all cook first and then you'll cook after.
But other times they don't want to cook, so I have to cook.
For the whole family. This is incredible. You've got to train them early, right? You've got to teach them while they're young, because that's the way. This is really impressive. So tell me, Naledzi, while you're mixing all of that up, okay, Teresa, maybe you tell me. So what are you adding now?
So we've added some crushed tomatoes, 1 tin, and I'm going to add some red pepper. And you're going to cook that for another 8 to 10 minutes just to reduce it down and thicken it.
Okay, cool.
And then I'm also going to add a bit of basil. We love basil, and a bit of salt and pepper.
Oh, yeah. So, Naledzi, what's your favorite thing to cook?
Soup, because it's my favorite food.
Okay, soup, that's wonderful. And soup's easy enough as well, right? So you don't have to spend hours and hours preparing it. Well, you're learning something new today, and something tells me when you get back home, they're going to ask you to make this for them at home, right? Hey? You're up for it?
If we had the ingredients.
Well, if you've got the ingredients, yes. And if you do want all of those ingredients, the list of ingredients is on our website, expressoshow.com. So
and
what
I'll
are
just
you
say on that note that you don't have to use exactly what we've used today. You could use different vegetables. So mushrooms, butternut, aubergine, you can mix it up. So if you don't have exactly what we've got today, it's absolutely fine. Right, I'm making our vegan cheese. So this is cashew cream cheese made from cashew nuts with pureed tofu.
Okay.
And we're mixing that up, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt.
It's really all about bringing a flavor to like a vegan meal, because a lot of people think that just because it's vegan means it's got to be bland, but that's not true. So you'll mix all of that up, and what will you do once that's done?
And then we're going to layer it. Another ingredient you can add to this is nutritional yeast. It gives that a kind of cheesy flavor, and just adds another element.
So you'll then throw that into there once all of that's ready and good to go.
Okay, so I'm going to start layering.
Okay.
So you take your baking dish.
Yeah.
And then these will obviously have cooked a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I'm just going to show you. You take your veggies and you pop
Naledzi, take some notes there. I hope you're memorizing how to do this. Yep.
So you make your layer at the bottom. Let's add a little bit more. And you can actually get the kids involved in this part.
Well, yes.
But obviously just make sure you keep an eye on them, because it is going to be hot.
You're going to throw that on. Let me help you.
So, yes. Okay, well, we're going to do some pasta. Do you want to do some of the cheese?
Pasta and then throw the cheese. So where do you throw the cheese? On top of
That's going to go on top of the pasta.
Yep.
Yeah. So throw that on.
Fantastic. Be generous with it. I say be generous. Go all over the place.
Smooth it. Okay, then save some for the next layer. So you add about half.
Yes.
And then I'm going to add another layer of vegetables.
And then throw on some more pasta on top of it.
Before I do that, I'm going to do a little bit of mozzarella.
Oh yes, you need as much cheese as you can get.
Love the cheese.
Yeah, that's the best part, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And then you're going to throw some more pasta on
veggies.
top of that, right?
Basically going to repeat
Okay, and then
some
throw
more
that into the
vegetables.
oven for how long?
for half an hour.
Half an hour, and then you're good to go. Once it's done, it
Exactly.
looks like that, our end product over there. Of course, the recipe is available on our website, expressoshow.com. Teresa, you really are a superstar. Naledzi,
Well,
honestly,
I would say,
I'm
yeah.
about to hire you. I'm about to employ you to work full-time at my house to cook. Are you up for it?
Sure.
Fantastic.
There we
Go on
go.
to expressoshow.com. Maybe you don't need to hire Naledzi or Teresa for it. You might as well just make it yourself at home. Happy eating.
Enjoy a selection of delicious plant-based meals and download your free copy of the Be Well Vegan Cookbook today.
Only you can make my day.
This Saturday night at 8, join Stian Smith and Alani Decker, stars of the newly released movie Prodigies, as they return to the Knysna Forest for the first time since filming, and meet interior designer Christelle Afana Fonkem, who moved to South Africa from Cameroon and started with her own colorful family home as a showreel to launch her business. That's the Insider SA, Saturday night at 8, only on SABC3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you gorgeous people. It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso. We're live on SABC3. Thank you very much for choosing to start the day off on the right side of the week. And now we've been highlighting feel-good South African stories all of this morning, but another thing worth celebrating is the beauty of our incredible country. I've seen so many parts of it, I can tell you now, it really is a beauty. And the Cape West Coast is a stunning stretch of unspoiled beaches, incredible mountain ranges, and of course, a series of quaint historic towns and fishing villages. And I took a trip out to somewhere really fantastic, Saldanha Bay, for a seaside extravaganza. Take a look at this. After being stuck on lockdown for months now, I decided to book a last-minute weekend getaway. Let's do it. Saldanha Bay it is. And I've just arrived in Saldanha Bay on the west coast. I can't wait to explore this beautiful town. We are spoiled for choice when it comes to holiday destinations in South Africa, from exploring the lush greenery of the Garden Route to now arriving on the gorgeous West Coast. We truly are lucky to have all this beauty around us. Saldanha Bay is a charming seaside village just over an hour away from Cape Town. Known for its scenic beauty and abundant sea life, this gorgeous town is a must for anyone exploring the West Coast. If you really want to spoil yourself, then check out one of the local oyster private tours and tastings. It's an absolute must. Well, this is what it's all about. We're in the elements. The mood is set, the wind is going, the oysters are here. Kevin?
Yeah, welcome to the West Coast. This is the home of the oyster, and it's a beautiful day out here.
Well, you have to tell us, what is it about the West Coast oysters that makes them so top of the range and top tier?
Yeah, this is actually one of the perfect places to actually grow oysters. Temperature is perfect. They got plenty of food from the sea. You get an upwelling on the coast, and that provides food. That's the base of the food chain. And the oysters assimilate all of that goodness and capture it inside their flesh, and you get to enjoy it and actually feel the West Coast when you eat the oyster.
Let's not waste time. Let's get to the enjoying part. But how do we actually break these open?
Yeah, shucking an oyster is what it's termed, and a traditional way of shucking an oyster is different to the way that we do it. I'm going to show you an easy way. Normally you shuck the oyster from the hinge side here, using a stronger knife than this, but we go from the other side, and you just have to plunge the knife in, and then you have to cut the muscle which is holding the shell
around,
and that muscle is holding the oyster closed.
Look at that.
And then you have to loosen the bottom muscle, and bingo, ready.
Oh, so juicy. Do I just take it and just eat it like that?
For your first oyster, to get the real flavor of the oyster, because the Saldanha Bay oysters have a distinctive, beautiful mix of flavors, all you need is a bit of lemon juice.
Oh, okay.
You can always go. Then you slip it down.
Big. Oh yes, oh yes, the burst of flavor coming through there. I love it, tastes like the sea.
Yep.
I want to try shark one.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
There you go.
How this goes.
Keep on, there you go, there you go. Awesome.
Wow, open that. Kevin, I did it.
Well
so
done.
we've tried the lemon juice, but I see you've brought all sorts of other goodies here. What's the other best way to have it?
Okay, obviously most people go with Tabasco and pepper, but I've got a special secret sauce here that we make.
Look at that, what's there?
This is onions and red wine vinegar, and it's great with our oysters.
You got my full attention.
Okay, so we put a bit of that on.
And
black pepper.
Oh, some black pepper in there as well. Look at me getting all excited to just go in with the oyster.
And taste that.
This is it, really. This is what every day should be like. I could literally camp here and binge eat all these oysters. In fact, should we eat some more?
Let's go.
After feasting on some delicious oysters, why not head to the water for some fun on the water? If you're feeling adventurous, grab a stand-up paddle board, step into the water. What a true way to experience the beauty of Saldanha. Yes, I am a little bit nervous, but I'm up for the challenge. After a short introduction, I decided to give it a go on my own. Well, that started off a little bit sketchy, but once I got the hang of it, it went really nicely. I'm ready to be a paddleboard coach, honestly. Step out your comfort zone. After a day full of activity, what's better than sundowners with a breathtaking view? With so much beauty around, just go out there and explore. Ooh, and oysters twice in one day. Where else but the West Coast? Yes. Can you feel it, Mzansi? The core of your favorite places is just beyond the horizon. From Kruger Park to the Cape Winelands, summer in the cities of Durban and Jozi to the endless reaches of those Garden Route beaches. Protea Hotels by Marriott welcomes you back. With Marriott Bonvoy members enjoying 25% off, including free breakfast, and non-members 15% off. Book your dream escape now on Marriott.com. So how do you feel, Kuse? Do you not just want to get online right now and book a getaway?
Absolutely, Uncle Tabsy. I must say that my favorite part in that insert was seeing you on a surfboard. When you dropped, I thought you were going to fully immerse yourself in the ocean. Gandhi, you were on the shallow part of the ocean.
No. I mean, it's part of the process. You have to start somewhere and then, of course, gently go into the deep side of it. It was so much fun. I really did have a lot of fun there. I must tell you, first of all, you know that of all the presenters on this show, you and I are the two people who don't know how to swim at all. We don't know how to swim. We don't swim. We're not swimmers. And so for me to be able to do that, that was, I feel like, a big achievement. I think I faced my biggest fears that the West Coast is a must check out, for real, for sure. I think that there's something about it that just makes you want to just like get into it.
Just like oysters and champagne by the beach, darling.
You cannot go to the West Coast and not get yourself involved with the oysters. It's their biggest thing. It's their biggest, sort of like pride sort of element. The oysters there are amazing.
Delicious.
I had so many of them. I've never had that many oysters in my life.
Are they the perfect treat when you go to the beach?
You have to. And pair them with a bit of a drink. A bit of a sip here and there. But of course, we did put out a question for you on our social media. We asked you, when you take a trip to the beach, what are your must-have refreshments? What do you take with you? And your comments have come through. Lots of them. What are the people
Lots
saying?
and lots. Linda Naidu says, good morning, Expresso Morning Show. A passion fruit lemonade, absolutely refreshing. For her, that's a must. And Carmen says, hashtag Expresso Show, nice ice cold drink and a pina colada Tropica. 100%, girl. We're with you on that one.
That literally sounds like a holiday. And then Carol says, good morning. 10 fish sandwiches, cool drinks, or a pot of mutton or chicken biryani. That's an interesting one for the beach. The thing is, if you're spending the whole day at the beach, you might actually feel like a bit hungry after a while. So you want to make sure that you feed yourself. So I love that idea. Fantastic. Please do keep those comments coming through. Ashley says, good morning, team. A trip to the beach is not complete without a bottle of water. Yes.
Amanzi.
Keep it hydrated.
Okay.
Keep yourself hydrated.
Well,
I love that.
First. Well, make sure to keep the conversation going and flowing on our social media platforms using the hashtag Expresso Show. Tell us, what's the one treat or refreshment that you need to have when you take a visit to the beach? And right now, Carmen, you said, must you like a pina colada Tropica? Well, let's see how you can win with smooth or not smooth.
Are you smooth or not smooth? By Tropica. Flip the cap. If you find smooth, you stand a chance to win smooth prizes. Tropica. Nothing smoother.
Biryani on the beach. Who eats biryani on the beach?
Come on, man. And then you wash it down with your pina colada. Absolutely love that, man. There is nothing smoother than this week's Tropica Grand Prize that you can win by flipping one of these. Obviously, green caps on our wall of heroes right over here. The prize this week is a 2,000 Rand travel start voucher that can be used towards your next holiday. What would you choose if you won that prize?
Look, there are so many beautiful beaches that our country has to offer, and Tabisa's getaway to Saldanha Bay with all those fun activities actually inspired me to think of we can go some paddleboarding, we can do something interesting, and I think I'd like to take a road trip and then use that voucher quite cleverly for accommodation.
Yeah, a little bit of petrol, a little bit of accommodation, you are sorted. Beach days, they call for beach day snacks, and we asked you guys what your favorite snacks are. What's your favorite go-to on the beach?
I like frozen fruit on the beach. Just make sure that you keep it in the cooler box, and then you pop some grapes. Not biryani. What's yours?
You're allowed biryani, then you can chase it with some frozen berries and some frozen grapes. I love that. Refreshing for a very hot summer's day. Maybe an ice cream. I was talking about my Granadilla Lisa. Absolutely love that. I think prepping for a beach day, it calls for something smooth. And this Friday, you stand a chance of winning that ultra smooth 2,000 Rand travel start voucher. So that will make your summer smoother, undoubtedly. And then you too, he's been dying to do this. Could be joining us to flip a cap on this wall. Do it, man. Do it. Maybe, can you find smooth?
Okay, must I flip it now?
Go, do it.
Okay, well.
Can you find not smooth?
Oh, it's not smooth.
Not smooth. Not smooth. Smooth. That could be you, but you've got to get yourself a promotional pack of Tropica, and if you find smooth underneath that cap, you are on your way.
Are you smooth or not smooth? Buy any Tropica promotional pack, flip the cap, and if you find smooth, follow the details on the pack to stand a chance of winning smooth instant prizes with Tropica, such as headphones, mobile phones, travel start vouchers, police watches, sunglasses, and more. Plus, stand a chance of going into the draw to win weekly grand prizes live on Expresso every Friday by flipping a cap. TVs, washing machines, and microwaves up for grabs. The more Tropica you buy and find smooth, the more chances to win. Go on and find your smooth. Tropica, nothing smoother.
5 awesome experiences up to the value of 5,000 Rand must be won with Immuenza on Expresso this November. Help boost your immune system with Immuenza and stand a chance to win a weekly giveaway of skydiving or cooking with a chef, advanced driving or shark cage diving. Answer the question on the Immuenza competition post on Expresso's Facebook or Twitter page using the hashtag Immuenza. That competition runs up until midnight December 1st. Terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Thank you very much for staying with your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, here on SABC3. Let's talk about shopping. Game has been running Black Friday deals throughout the month of November, in-store and online all day, every day. And Vice President of Game Stores, Andrew Stein, joins us this morning to chat about the store's amazing extended Black Friday offering and the performance that it's had so far as they reach the halfway mark. Let's find out how our favorite retail giant have been able to offer shoppers the unbeatable deals that they've come to expect. Andrew, good morning. Thank you so much for making the time.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on your show today.
It's such a pleasure to have you on the show. I mean, this year, game stores will not be opening at midnight for Black Friday as they did last year, but instead, deals have been spread over the month of November for 28 days. I mean, what has the customer feedback and interaction been like with regards to this?
Consumers are seeking a more omni-channel experience now, and so they're looking for more time to shop Black Friday deals, and they're still looking to find exceptional value for money. Consumers are looking for more safety, and game offers that, convenience. They're looking for essentially what we call a game stocked, safe, and comfortable. But as you guys know, there's limited stock that we get on these incredible deals. And so what this means is once the deals are gone, they're gone. We've had really great feedback from our customers so far, who've been shopping our deals both online and in store. And like you said, we're only halfway.
Andrew, as South Africa's most Googled retailer for Black Friday 2019, how do you plan to hold on to this momentum this year?
Cool, that's a good question. I mean, I just want to add, as of yesterday, we've also been the most Googled retailer for Black Friday 2020, which is really exciting. And I'm really excited about the deals that we've had so far, and the ones that we have coming up, because I know that it's the key products that you, our customers, love to shop with us. Just a few examples. We sold over 13,000 products just in the camping and hiking category. We've sold over 19,000 large appliances, and we've sold more than 7,000 TVs just in the last 7 days.
Something else that your customers are excited about, is around the popular 1 cent price surprise on all Black Friday purchases. Please tell us how we can still stand a chance to win big.
So we've hidden products throughout our stores. We've even hidden them online, and they've all been priced at 1 cent. So these are products that will be on promotion from now until the 29th of November. And it's been really so much fun to give these out. Some of you would have seen them on social media and other media channels. So far, we've given away TVs, sound systems, pressure cookers, headphones, etc. So you never know. The product you order online today or shop in store could be yours for just 1 cent. So try your luck.
Well, here's the thing. Hearing you say that makes me want to get on my phone right now and just try my luck as many times as I can and hopefully check out at 1 cent. But let's talk about meeting demand. To meet, obviously, your demand, you not only expanded your partnership with Uber Eats, but you also increased your staffing levels, and you recently launched an offering on one cart. Why was this decision made, and how has it effectively worked during Games Black Friday period?
So the partnership with Uber Eats, which launched during lockdown level 5, I believe, to deliver essential goods exclusively, was expanded in subsequent months to include home office essentials. And those looking for speedy delivery on small orders can use the service. And then this week, we also launched a new partnership, as you mentioned, with One Cart, which delivers essential groceries and also smaller general merchandise items from selected stores. In addition to that, we've also increased our staffing levels in store. We've also made sure that we've improved our operations as it relates to the delivery leg of our business to ensure really a convenient and positive experience.
I love it. Andrew, I absolutely love everything that you've said. I'm going to be heading to one of your stores because I'm looking for a washing machine. I need to get this auntie here a washing machine. Her knuckles have been under pressure, and it's good to know that these amazing deals, the unbeatable deals are available, and we can sort her out, eh?
Absolutely. I mean, I didn't mention washing machines, but we've got some fabulous washing machine deals on the table at the moment too.
Let's be honest.
That's what I want to hear.
That's what you want to hear. Andrew, thank you very much for your time. Games weekly Black Friday deals are running until the 29th of November, with each week offering different deals. They'll also be reintroducing their highly successful 1 cent price surprise, which is a big deal. That'll give all game customers making purchases online or in store during the period of 2 November to 29 November the chance to save even more on randomly selected products by paying only 1 cent when you check out.
Imagine.
You heard it right. It is 1 cent when you do check out.
And remember that Game Store's opening hours are Monday to Friday from 9 to 6, Saturday from 9 to 5, and Sunday and public holidays from 9 to 4. Happy shopping this festive.
Thanks so much, team. I got to say, I got into Game to do a little bit of early Christmas shopping. I didn't get the 1 cent at the till, unfortunately, but I got to say, some unbelievable Black Friday deals are lasting throughout the entire month, so you've got to get in there. So now, as we prepare to enter into the second very inspirational hour of the show, just before the top of the hour, let's bring you up to speed with first our national news headlines. The Council for Geoscience says the minor earthquake felt in Saldanha Bay near Cape Town is no cause for panic. Early yesterday morning, a rumble and shake could be felt as a 3.4 magnitude shake struck 76 kilometers northwest of Cape Town and 41 kilometers off the coast of Saldanha Bay at a depth of some 5 kilometers. Meanwhile, Eskom has said there is no cause for concern regarding the Koeberg nuclear power plant safety measures, as it's designed to withstand tremors of 7 on the Richter scale. Staying here in South Africa, National Taxi Alliance members are to march to the Department of Transport and the Union buildings in Pretoria to deliver their grievances today. The organisation said it would embark on a peaceful march adhering to all COVID-19 safety protocols to deliver 2 memoranda to Transport Minister Vagile Mbalula and President Cyril Ramaphosa. And one of the grievances is the failure to release the COVID-19 relief fund promised for the benefit of the deserving taxi drivers and taxi operators. The union and operators would try to ensure learners were not affected by the protest. And casting a wider gaze on the international front, Ethiopia Ethiopia's government said yesterday its troops had achieved significant victories on the eastern and western fronts of its war against the leaders of Tigray, and its army was on the march to the region's capital, Mekelle. Meanwhile, the committee that awarded the Nobel Peace Prize to Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed said in a rare statement it was deeply concerned about the conflict in the Tigray region and called on all parties to end violence. Abiy bagged the award in 2019 for making peace with Eritrea after a devastating 1998 to 2000 war. Now, 4 astronauts who left Earth on Monday have arrived safely at the International Space Station. Their SpaceX Dragon capsule made a series of inch-perfect maneuvers to bring them into an attachment position on the front of the orbiting lab. NASA says now that the agency can source taxi rides from a private supplier to place astronauts into low Earth orbit, it can focus on developing a rocket and capsule for the more challenging task of taking people back to the moon, something it hopes to do no later than this decade. Next, news of the diplomat who was the fastest to remove his shoes. A British diplomat who is being hailed as a hero for diving into a river in China to save a drowning student says he was just fast to remove his shoes. 61-year-old Stephen Ellison, Consul General in Chongqing, was near a river when he saw a woman struggling in deep water. He immediately removed his shoes and leapt into the water fully clothed. The 24-year-old student was caught in fast-moving currents and emerged face down, apparently unconscious after passing under a footbridge. Ellison, a triathlon athlete, unhesitatingly went to her aid. He said he was relieved when the woman soon began to breathe again after being dragged from the current. He says kind villagers brought him warm drinks as well, hailed on social media as a hero. Understandably, he answered in true diplomatic style, "It wasn't a big decision, just glad it ended well." And the grateful student from Wuhan has now invited Ellison, whose primary role is to support bilateral trade links between Britain and China, to dine with her family. Ellison said he would be delighted to attend, clearly achieving his diplomatic goals. That's where we round off our news headlines. Let's delve into a bumper sporting roster. The Super Rugby unlocked match between the Sharks and Stormers has been cancelled by South African Rugby. That was after it's been revealed that a number of Sharks players have tested positive for the coronavirus. So with only one round remaining, the Bulls look set to walk away as tournament winners. The Sharks and Stormers are likely to receive 2 points for their cancelled match. This would bring them level on points with the log leaders, but the Bulls will then win the cup whether they win or lose against the Pumas this coming Saturday. On the international rugby front, the reigning Rugby World Cup champions, the Springboks, they remain in top spot in the latest World Rugby rankings, while New Zealand have slipped to third place, with England moving up to second. All Blacks suffering 2 back-to-back defeats, first against Australia and then to Argentina in the Tri-Nations tournament this past weekend. The Pumas were the biggest climbers in the top 10, moving from 10th to 8th place. Then on to the shorter format of the game. In sevens, Neil Powell was left a pleased man after his Springbok sevens team returned to action in several competitive practice matches against the Pretoria-based SA's All-Star Sevens Academy in Stellenbosch yesterday. These were the first competitive matches for the Blitzboks since the HSBC World Rugby Sevens Series was cut short due to COVID-19. Head coach Powell said it was great to see the Blitzboks in action again and was pleased with their intensity levels and accuracy in the 4 matches that were played. Now on to a long-running story in athletics. Double Olympic champion Caster Semenya will be taking her fight with World Athletics to the European Court of Human Rights. The South African athlete has lost 2 appeals in separate courts over World Athletics rule, which forced female athletes such as herself with high testosterone levels to reduce those levels medically. That's where we leave our sporting headlines this morning. Let's take a look at some of your beautiful sunrise pictures now and see what the weather has in store.
Thank you, G, for the sports update. Let's get into our first look at your sunrise pictures. We start off with Verity Barnes, who captured the stunning sunrise in Riebeek West. You will enjoy mostly sunny conditions with temperatures reaching a high of 26 degrees. We now shift our focus to KZN with Nancy Governor's breathtaking sunrise in Pennington. Grey clouds are forecast, unfortunately, in your part of the country, Nancy, with a minimum of 20 degrees and a maximum of 26 degrees. Thank you, Verity and Nancy. fancy for your stunning sunrise pictures, you too at home can contribute to our weather report by sharing a sunrise picture from whichever part of the country you are from. Now, I'm pretty sure that we have all heard of the 3.4 magnitude quake 47 kilometers off the coast of Saldanha Bay early yesterday morning. Cape Townians again asked questions about whether there was a threat from more earth tremors. This as a 6.2 magnitude quake struck about 1,600 kilometers offshore in September and was felt by residents across Cape Town and environs. But the provincial government said there was no need for panic and has reassured the public that the situation was being monitored. Disaster Management's Colin Dina explained why residents could rest easy. He said because South Africa is on a stable continental area, seismic waves can be felt over very large distances as opposed to a region where one has large earthquake zones. Also, it's not uncommon for tremors to occur in the ocean. Well, I hope this provides a little bit of clarity. We get into the forecast for the day. If you find yourself in Polokwane, you will enjoy mostly sunny conditions at a maximum of 32 degrees. Bombela, also mostly sunny for you, reaching a high of 33 degrees. But don't leave your umbrellas behind because 25% chance of rain is forecast. Pretoria, 18-32. Johannesburg, your temperatures this Wednesday range from a low of 16, reaching an afternoon high of 30 degrees. Mahikeng, above 30 degrees is your highest temperature, which is 34. Klerksdorp, 25% chance of rain is forecast for the day with a low of 16, reaching a high of 34 degrees. Kimberley, a mostly sunny day, but with thunder showers forecast at 53%. Bloemfontein, 31, rather, not 41, but rather 40% chance of rain is forecast. Richards Bay, 21-33. Pietermaritzburg, it's a sunny day for you, but do expect some rain a little bit later on at 74% chance of rain. South Africa's playground Durban starts off the day with a low of 21 degrees and will reach a high of 29. We move down to the Eastern Cape's Kalimtata. 100% chance of rain. That's exactly what it is, 100% chance of rain. So if you are on the roads, please make sure to be safe. East London, 56% chance of rain with temperatures ranging from 17 to a high of 23. Cradock, thunder showers expected at 45%. Now the friendly city of Port Elizabeth can also expect some showers at 64% probability. And George starts off the morning with a low of 14, reaching in the high teens of 17 degrees. Cape Town said no rain for us, please. It's a sunny one for you with clear skies at a maximum of 22 degrees. Worcester, mostly sunny with a rain forecast as well with a low of 9 degrees, reaching a high of 23. Sutherland, 56% chance of rain, 6-17. And Uppington kicks off the day with a low of 17, reaching a high of 32. Now that was your 7 o'clock weather roundup. Remember, whichever part of the country you're in, make sure to have yourselves a feel-good kind of day.
In the spirit of birthdays and 25th birthdays in particular, we've got JP in the building. JP, we're going to be chatting to him a little bit later about silver anniversary films, so we'll see you now.
so much, JP. How does it feel to see yourself?
So fascinated. Like, I'm flattered that Expresso thinks of me as the rock and roll, rip and roll action, but I sit for a living.
You
I
are
sit
the
in dark
go-to
rooms.
guy for movies galore. And right now, we're actually going to get into some movies that are celebrating their silver anniversary. Did I say that correctly?
If you want us, silver anniversary.
25 years.
Yeah,
Thank you, granted.
big.
Higher grade maths than us, probably. Yes, so if any of you didn't feel old enough with this 25-year-long year that we've had, in fact, before we talk about the first one, let's just talk about quickly how much the world of movies has changed. Back in 1995, there were probably, I think, 280 movies that were released. This, like last year, 2019, it was 780, so 500 more movies. And Avengers Endgame that came out last year made more than the top 5 movies of 1995. Inflation adjusted, by the way. I'm not just, so even for inflation, like top 5 movies. Anyway, first one we got to talk about.
Yes. Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Yo, that
what you gonna do when we come for
She's been
you?
waiting for this moment. She doesn't care about any other movie we're about to talk about. Walt Smith, Martin Lawrence. I probably don't need to tell you these names because Bad Boys put them on the map. Pretty insane that Walt Smith, this was his first major movie. Before this, he was The Fresh Prince.
Yes.
And then 27 movies in 25 years. Bad Boys puts him square, spotlight, center. Of those 27 movies, he's only side character in 2 of them.
Wow.
Martin Lawrence then obviously gets his Big Mama's house. He gets his...
Where's Martin Lawrence been all this time?
He's the center of the party for me. He steals the show as far as Bad Boys go, which is weird because Bad Boys, like, you know, Will Smith's from comedy too, but he has to be like straight serious guy, and Martin Lawrence has to be like grouchy dad and grouchy husband the whole time. Anyway, lovable stuff. Michael Bay was his first directorial debut as well. Changed action movies for better or worse for the rest of time. Everything explodes from now on.
The camera angles were just so good that the iconic like rotation.
Hollywood had to buy like 20 more helicopters for every movie. Driving Miss Daisy had a helicopter going through. No, it didn't.
Talking about helicopters going through things, Die Hard with a Vengeance as well, right?
This is the hill I will die on today. I can't believe...
Die hard on.
Sure, okay. That wasn't even meant to be a pun. That's just my commitment to this movie. Back in 1995, can't believe this got middling reviews. Die Hard with a Vengeance is one of the greatest action movies ever made. Samuel L. Jackson. Of course, Bruce Willis. John McClane returning in for the 3rd Die Hard. And Jeremy Irons, who you might remember as the voice of Scar from The Lion King this year later. This movie was thrilling. It was hilarious. It was perfectly pitched, perfectly paced action. And Die Hard with a Vengeance managed to, like, you know, as well as get in the laughs, as well as keep a cat and mouse game thing moving, as well as keep one story veiled and another one like revealed. Just one of the most perfect movies ever made.
Well, talking about one of the most perfect movies ever made, did you Toy Story?
I love Toy Story.
Nostalgic for people.
My go-to.
Incredible. So speaking of firsts again, first computer-generated movie in history, feature length.
John Lasseter as well.
John Lasseter is the co-founder of Pixar, but now we're getting a bit, you know, into the nitty-gritty.
I'm nerdy about this stuff.
So real quick, since you love tech so much, over 100 computers used to generate each frame. So to give you an example, the footage that you're looking at here, I edited on the computer, my home computer, and this rendered, that is basically in basic terms, sewing together the single pictures in about 1 minute. Toy Story, the entire movie, took 800,000 hours to render. Each single frame took 4 hours back in 1995 computers. There's more computing power, obviously, in your cell phone these days. Each of those 100 computers had 100 megahertz of power. These days, we work in gigahertz, 3 gigahertz computers and blah, 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 blah. It had less memory than your cell phone. It is amazing that they achieved this and that it still looks better than most animation these days.
I was about to say the quality is also still on point. Feeling super nostalgic because it's one of my favorite animations. You know, I'm an animation kind of girl, but now we're talking Braveheart. I also have to admit I didn't watch Die Hard, and also I've never watched Braveheart.
I've never watched Braveheart either.
That's whack. Like, even me as a Cape-coloured person felt so proudly Scottish watching this. This was like, I have never been more patriotically Scottish. I'm not going to do the accent because they're going to, I don't know, Interpol's going to find me and I would have done more crimes. But Braveheart is one of the most epic things ever. I wish Mel Gibson had just stayed William Wallace, given that he's...
oh, no.
He's Mel Gibson. We won't get into that. But 10 Oscar nominations says you probably got to see Braveheart. 5 Oscar wins says you probably have to see Braveheart. And the fact that after this, you probably don't get stuff like Gladiator, you probably don't get stuff like The Lost
Genre defining.
Absolutely, and Scotland itself probably doesn't even get the kind of referenda that it does. Historians actually say that the impact that Braveheart had started conversation in Scotland to say, you know what, we're going to break free from the English.
Wow.
So by 1997, one of the reasons they had a parliament is because historians agree was thanks to the force of a movie.
And they say art does not have an impact.
I barely believe that movies can have an impact, but every now and then you get a dude who puts enough paint on his face and people who get bad tattoos based on the movie.
So impact,
oh my goodness.
One of the most impactful action movies of all time. Heat.
This is probably lesser known for people, but it's just serves as a reminder that you're all old watching this. And if you're all young, you have to know that Heat is the movie that defines every other movie that you love. In fact, if you love Christopher Nolan so much, Batman, if you love, or anything of the Gotham type, set in New York, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Heat sets the pace, sets the standard. Michael Mann is one of the greatest. The dude created the TV show Miami Vice. He then connects two of the greatest actors ever, Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, for the first time meeting on screen. Previously,
was this their first movie?
No. So The Godfather 2 was their first, but they never actually met. This one is the first time two of the greatest actors we have go to head to head, and thank goodness it's. Oh, by the way, we had Val Kilmer before he was weird. John Voight before he became weird. Jeremy Piven. This trailer just shows these two great actors, but the whole cast is just magnificent. Heat is a gift to us all. Dude later did obviously Michael Mann, Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx.
Oh yes.
Chase type stuff. Kids, if you're watching this and you're younger than 25 years old, you don't even get things like Grand Theft Auto 5 if you don't have a movie like Heat.
Oh, it's totally inspired by Heat.
Absolutely. You know what I'm talking about. So, seriously, you know what to go watch this weekend. You know how to go, I don't know, write your will if you have to, because I'm probably
I don't know how to break this news to JP Sebastian, but I am younger than 25.
No! I just heard a
so all of these
crack
movies are like a year old, at least just 1 year older than me, but definitely something to look forward to this weekend, just to catch up on.
She's going to tell me she doesn't even know Babe the Pig, 1995. Babe the Pig!
Jurassic Park?
Of course, Jurassic Park. I know Jurassic
Friday?
Park. I know Friday. I know Friday. Whatever. Well, you let us know on our social media platforms if you have watched all of those movies. And yeah, let them know. Let JP know. Even us youngins know some of those movies.
Uses slang like whatever.
Okay, we're going to nerd out about films now. We're just going to rush off to Tabiso and Naledzi in the kitchen making cheese macaroni sticks.
You'll never take my freedom. Away.
That'll do, Pig. That'll do. Thankfully, there is someone on set who's younger than Kutle today. What a way to take a beautiful trip down memory lane. Thank you so much, guys. I love JP Sebastian, and I'm loving our growing team on this show. If you're thinking of rewatching all of those good movies, we've got the perfect meal to go with it. This is ideal movie scoffing food. Joining us in the kitchen is the beautiful and unbelievably talented Naledzi Tshikosi, 11 years old, and she's a published author and an aspiring chef. She's bubbly, she loves to laugh a lot, and she joins us in studio this morning to make us all look completely mundane and useless at our ripe old age. And she's going to be making mac and cheese fingers with a little help from Teresa. Hey,
just a little help.
Hey, nothing like an 11-year-old rocking up and stealing your thunder.
I
Hey,
know, totally. No, I'm all good, all good. You're the star today.
and you've done so well, man. We're so proud of how you've kind of just embraced TV. But we are making something. Have you ever made mac and cheese fingers before?
No, actually.
No, actually, she says. Are you excited? Are you keen?
Yes.
Okay, because you're going to get to work, eh?
Yeah,
I've got an apron on. I don't know. I've got a taster's apron on. Maybe that's why I've got an apron, so I can do some tasting. So, Teresa is very kindly going to take us through exactly what's going to happen, and then you're going to get stuck in. Okay, so what are we doing here?
So we've got some mac and cheese here. This has been pre-made, so baked, the whole story, and then we've popped it in the freezer. So it's frozen solid, and then we've taken a very, very sharp knife and we've cut it into fingers. So you're looking at about a 10 centimeter finger. If you try and do this while the mac and cheese is soft, it's just going to fall apart, and we don't.
Then you could roll it into balls. You could make mac and cheese balls, but no, we want the fingers because you can grasp a finger and you can dunk it in a dipping sauce. I love that.
What we're going to do is we're going to take one of these and we're going to coat it in some egg and some.
She's a woman after my own heart. She's like, yeah, we're going to dunk it. We're going to dunk it.
Right, yeah. All right, so shall we go for it? So we're going to take one of these, pop it into your beaten egg, just to coat it, and then into some breadcrumbs. And that's going to coat it beautifully and get it ready for frying.
So you're picking up some new skills. This might appear in your next cookbook because, you know, she is an author. She's got a published book of short stories about cooking. Are you going to do a cookbook?
Maybe.
Let's see. Hey, maybe. What kind of meals would you put in your cookbook?
Lasagna.
Lasagna?
Lasagna
Nice.
is my second favorite food.
Because soup is your favorite, eh?
Yes.
And Graham actually had a really good idea with the
Yeah,
soup.
so Naledzi, how does this sound? That you make these, you make our mac and cheese fingers, okay? And then you make a nice thick tomato soup.
Oh.
And then you can dunk them in the soup, hey? You see,
But you'll
look
have
at
to
that
credit
face.
Graham when you put that in your book and say, this was
They'll have to be
idea.
Graham's mac and cheese fingers in rich and
go.
creamy tomato
Now
soup.
where do I put this?
So you can give that to me and I'll pop it in the oil. So we've
Good
done a double
job.
coating just to keep it all together.
How did she do?
And
with her coat?
brilliant, absolutely brilliant. In the oil, it's all stayed together, so it's looking good. And you're going to fry that until it's golden on all sides.
Oh my gosh, that feels so weird.
It's a little bit of a messy job, yeah, but you're doing
But
very
you're doing
well.
it very well.
Perfect.
Do you mind getting messy in the kitchen, Naledzi?
Well, I don't really like coating stuff in breadcrumbs because I don't like the feeling of eggs on my fingers.
So we're putting you through torture, but you got it. No pain, no gain, girl.
really well.
No pain, no gain, okay? And now I'm so sorry because when it is your turn on the cooking schedule in your house, you know that the family's going to be like, ooh, we want some mac and cheese fingers.
After they see this. Perfect. So you can see this one's going golden. And once it's
Great
cooked,
job.
you drain it and you serve it immediately with tomato sauce, with mayo, or with soup, as you said.
I love
Oh, no.
tomato sauce with mac and cheese. I have forever. When I went to boarding school, funny enough, when I came back from boarding school, the first meal my mom would make for me was the mac and cheese with like bucket loads of tomato sauce.
Childhood memories. It's the same for me. Always tomato sauce on the side.
Guys, can I taste one? Seeing as I've got my apron on.
think you better.
Am I allowed?
You better, yeah.
I mean, this one looks perfect. Oh, so I'm dipping it in our tomato sauce.
That's fine, that's fine. How's that?
And now?
Oh my word.
Oh, they look so similar.
Now let's see, wipe
They
your
look
hands.
really good.
Thank you.
And then you have to taste one of these as well because they are amazing.
She was telling me she hasn't had breakfast yet, so I think
This
have to
is
go
how
for it.
Teresa does breakfast on this show. Got to deep fry it. Please have a taste because they are absolutely beautiful and amazing. Outdone ourselves. Naledzi is a superstar. We can't wait to have her back here in our kitchen. And of course, when her book is out, we'll definitely be previewing and supporting that in whatever way we can. And we can only imagine the delicious food that's going to come out in her cookbook when it eventually comes out. So if you want to get your hands on this particular, and it's mouth-watering, you can see my mouth is watering, mouth-watering recipe, you can visit expressoshow.com. I'm going to get a bit more.
yeah.
Tomato sauce. And?
It's really good.
It's good, eh?
Good.
Woo!
It's cold.
Good job.
And is that?
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, have a happy birthday. Happy birthday, a very happy
the day where we wish you guys, our viewers, a very happy birthday. If it is your birthday today, you share it with one of our favorite local fashion designers, Naledzi.
Yes, Heartwarming is absolutely one of my favorites, but we're going to try catch up with him a little bit later on. Now we're going to delve into those videos we absolutely love seeing. This one goes out to Hope. Happy first birthday to our miracle baby, Hope. We love you. You are God's best for us.
Happy first birthday to our miracle baby, Hope. We are so grateful to God for you. I pray that the Lord would bless you and keep you and make His face shine upon you all the days of your life. And we're gonna sing to you. Happy birthday to Hope. Happy birthday to Hope. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to Hope. Happy birthday, happy birthday to Hope. Happy birthday to Hope. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to Hope. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
I love a child that's just like, what's going on in the background?
He's just joining in on the fun. Lovely.
So Ruby also just said happy birthday to my beautiful daughter, Ruby. Daddy says, I loves you.
Aww.
I'd just like to wish my beautiful daughter a wonderful birthday tomorrow. Ruby May, Daddy loves you very much, and may God bless you with many, many more. Lots of love from Daddy and Ethan. Love you. Enjoy your day. Bye.
Lovely. I love these videos today. This one goes out to Tina Kluter. Happy birthday to Martina. Love you from your grandson, Caleb Kluter. Check it out.
Happy birthday to Ma.
Happy birthday to Ma. The next one is happy birthday to my Buta Lee.
Happy birthday, Buta Lee. May God bless you. And I hope you enjoy your day. It's from all of us in Port Elizabeth. And we love you. Sharp, sharp.
People are loved today. The feel goodness continues with Hey Lisa. Good morning, Expresso. A big happy birthday to Hey Lisa. May she have an awesome day. May God grant her a long life with her family. Love you from the Khan and Simons family. Enjoy, sweetie. Lovely, man. Now we have the man of the moment. Heartwarming, we decided to wake him up this morning to just be like, hey, we want to wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, another year older, right?
How are you feeling today?
I think good. I like, it's fun if the whole day is about you, isn't it, right? So I think it's just going to be a fun day filled with cake. My favorite cheat meal ever is cake. And to be specific, vanilla cupcakes. And I'm sure my day is going to be filled with those.
What are your plans today?
You know what? I'm going to treat myself at a spa the whole day today. I'm going to take off work, so sorry for the fashionistas. Just has to wait a little bit today, and then I think I'm just going to spend time with my husband, maybe go for lunch, some shopping, and then dinner tonight with friends. So it's going to be it's a school night, so we have to behave. But I think being as extra as I am, we are going to just extend this birthday until even next week. So
the entire month, why not? I mean, you are Heartwarming. We have to say we were incredibly amazed at the range you have created for McDonald's 25th birthday. What inspired it?
You know what? I have come such a long path with McDonald's, and to be part of a milestone in their life is just incredible for me. It's such an honor. And I wanted, last time I designed a collection for McDonald's, we went very glitzy, very glamorous. This time I wanted to go very edgy, very streetwear. So we did some awesome backpacks. We did a very cool slides. We did some awesome t-shirts. And what is my best part of the whole collaboration is that the t-shirt is actually made from recycled plastic bottles picked up on the streets of South Africa. So that is just how extra mile we went to also preserve the environment.
Wow.
Gert said you can be fashionable, but at the same time sustainable. We absolutely love that. Next time, Gert, you design those t-shirts, the fries need to be real ones so we can eat out of our pockets, okay?
That's cheat birthday snack.
I'll do that.
Send us your 15-second videos on WhatsApp to 071 640 6551 so you can wish your loved ones a happy birthday live on the show. And the celebrations continues
right now. Happy birthday, Gert.
Happy birthday, Gert. He's got a great day ahead of him. And a happy birthday, McDonald's. An incredible milestone has been achieved this year. And I suppose for the last few years, we've been able to walk a really special path with this particular company. But let's take you back to the very beginning. 25 years ago, the first ever McDonald's restaurant in South Africa was opened in Blackheath, Randburg in 1995. Kutle, I was actually around to go to that very store. Today, McDonald's South Africa boasts over 300 restaurants in all 9 provinces right across the country, serving over 8 million customers every month. And this morning, we are so pleased and proud to be joined by McDonald's South Africa's CEO and good show, a friend of the show, Greg Solomon, who is here to reflect on the last 25 years and share with us what we can look forward to for the next 25, because surely that's the goal. Greg, good morning. Welcome, man.
Good morning, gents. It's fantastic to be here. Really, it is.
Greg, I'm seeing so much of you lately because you and I spent the entire day on Saturday together celebrating McDonald's South Africa's 25th birthday, but in the most beautiful way. We were trying to break the record for the most supercars going through a drive-through in 15 minutes.
As you do.
What a thrilling thing to do. Well, there's so many ways that McDonald's has celebrated. You've also launched now your range with Gert Johan Coetzee. There's so much going on. Congratulations and happy birthday.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, look, we talked about Blackheath. Actually, we're going to be in Tiger Manor. Tiger Manor and Blackheath opened in November in 1995, and they both opened with drive-through. And I guess in 1995, in a humble way, we brought drive-through to this country. And drive-through is now part of our lives. And what better way to celebrate our birthday 25 years later with drive-through? And it's not really about the supercars. We did 157 cars in the drive-through in 15 minutes.
Yes,
that's, if I get my maths right, that's about 1 car every 10 seconds. And we were ordering the food, we were paying, we were delivering the food, the kitchen was cooking. And it's not really about the supercars. It's really about the super people in McDonald's. The crew were loving it. Yeah. And it was about putting ourselves against the best of the best, like a best athlete. And it was absolutely fantastic.
I'm seeing Brian Abana racing a cheetah. That's what I'm seeing in my head here. And I've been lucky enough through my journey with the brand. I've actually tried to, for an hour for a fundraising initiative, keep pace with the staff in a McDonald's, and I couldn't do it. I think the most gratifying part of us being able to connect with you guys was seeing the depth of care and love that you have for your own staff, and how much the extent that you go to take care of them, to ensure that they can operate at the level that they have to. If you look back over 25 years, what are some of the key milestones? Because surely there have been so many now at this stage. What stands out for you? What are you most proud of?
Oh, there's so many. I mean, obviously, 1995, we came to this country, we brought drive-through.
Yes.
And a few years later, we launched breakfast. I guess if the three of us were trying to talk about breakfast, we'll come up with sort of scrambled eggs and fried eggs, but we came up with the Egg McMuffin, because if most of our customers are going to come through drive-through, we better be able to eat an Egg McMuffin in the car as well.
For sure.
So that's a big highlight for me. And then around 15, 20 years ago, we said 24/7. I think for you guys it would be normal, but for me, we're like, why would we open 24/7?
No, but it's changed our lives completely.
Absolutely. I mean, now I had to be here very early this morning, so what better to go at 5 o'clock through the Tokai drive-through and pick up a coffee. So 24/7 was huge for us as a milestone. And about 15 years ago, we won Best Company to Work For many times, about 3 or 4 times. That stood out for me as a huge point. In the last sort of 10 years, we've been on this process of modernizing our brand, modernizing our food, moving on the health journey. That was very important. Launching McCafe, doing a lot of work with you guys on McCafe. Our coffee brand is huge now. And in the last 3 or 4 years, we've been focused on digital. Our digital transformation. We started off with Mr. Delivery and Uber, and now we've launched our own delivery called Scoot, a very powerful brand that can get a very customized service to you as well, and our own most loved app, the McDonald's app. You know, that's really
which I live on. Sorry, I have.
And he does
the coolest deals on the Mac. I mean, if you're on that app, you're going to get really, really great deals every single. So if I had to sum it up, Graham, it's about innovation every year. A big brand needs to innovate. It needs to modernize. And these days, if you go into some of our latest and greatest modern McDonald's, it's really a cool place. It's got these different zones, something for everybody.
And this is true. I think McDonald's I know for a fact that McDonald's is a loved brand all over the world. But what do you think makes it so popular and so lovable that people are able to connect with it in the way that they do in South Africa? Why is this brand so successful here as well?
Well, we have a concept called the freedom within a framework, and that's what makes this brand so big and so cool. You're probably going to get the Big Mac, the French fries, the coffee, the strawberry shake. You know, you're going to get that all over the world. But wherever you go, in countries can customize. And in South Africa, we've created this brand for South African consumers. I know we've got heritage in America, but this is a local South African brand now. I mean, we've got chicken fold over. It's only in South Africa. We got our breakfast. They've introduced scrambled egg. We've got the burri. We've got the burri burger. We've got a variety of different products that we've customized because we understand 25 years later that this South African brand needs to listen to our South African consumers, and we've evolved with them.
And you're going to have to keep evolving, and probably now it's more important than ever before. We need positivity in the world around us, but we need to be able to future-proof, and we need to be able to create a working environment that young people want to get into, and a brand that young people are going to want to connect to. What's in store for the next 25 years? What are you
Well, that's such a difficult prediction. I don't know if I'm going to be here for 25 years. I don't know if I'm going to be here for 25 years. But I mean, we talk about young people. The people that work at McDonald's are young. You know, our average age is 26, 27 years old. So these are young people. I guess I got to look down and say, how do we manage a business for such young people? And I know this business is all about talent. It's all about people. Our owner-operators are the best partners, best owner-operators in the world. And certainly the next Greg Solomon is going to come from some young ambassador in our organization. But as I look forward, maybe I can't see 25 years. Things will change. Maybe the McFeast won't be the favorite. Maybe the McMuffin won't be the favorite. But we'll be serving a customer's favorite in 10 or 15 years' time, and that favorite will probably be selling the most, just like the Big Mac sells the most. And things will change, but probably our value and our cultures won't change. We'll be always involved in our community. That won't change. We'll always be focused on being an inclusive brand, being a democracy brand. That won't change. We'll always be focused on value. That won't be changed. We'll always continue to focus on our health journey and our food journey. That will continue to evolve, and we'll continue to be modern and contemporary. What modern and contemporary will be in 10 years' time, I don't know, but McDonald's will be that, and we'll strive to innovate, to change, to transform, and to be a fabric of the South African world and the South African society.
I love to hear it. I really do love to hear it.
I'm just drones. You're going to be flying everything around.
That's basically it.
That's what I got out of that.
You know, people are still social. We're still social, and we're coming out of this COVID thing. Hopefully, we're coming out of it safe, and I think we've handled it very, very well. And by the way, that's another reason why we did this drive-through thing. I mean, drive-through is one of the safest ways to receive your food during COVID. I mean, boom, just get it through the window and out. So that's why we focused on that. But there's no doubt, whether it's drones or something else, McDonald's will be there.
It takes a special kind of magic to do what you've been able to do over the last 25 years. And I really have to say, I mean this, happy birthday. I think McDonald's been such a big part of our lives on this show, but outside of the show as well. And to see this growth and this passion that's come through, not just from you, but from everybody else that we get to interact with that works at McDonald's, is the most beautiful thing.
Yeah, no, being able to get that inner view of how you guys operate and treat your staff, that's something that stayed with me and has changed the way that I deal with my own colleagues and people that I work with. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thanks for turning us all into coffee snobs as well. We appreciate that. But yeah, it's to 25 years.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I don't understand why you're thinking of me. You had me at alone. I don't understand why you're
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back to it, your feel-good breakfast show. It is Expresso. We are live on SABC3. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, the most wonderful time of the year is just around the corner, and everybody's talking about it. And while festive decorating and putting up sparkling trees is exciting, we all love to do it. We also do know, we want to know that we want to make sure that we know how to create those happy little moments through gifting. Yes, and our homeware editor, Danielle, is here with us this morning to talk about festive and holiday gifting ideas straight from the Woolworths Homeware Festival. The best news ever.
Well, mostly because it's stressful.
It's stressful, yes, but who doesn't love gifting?
I agree, and who doesn't love getting a gift?
Yes, exactly.
That's really the best part.
So homeware gifting ideas is what we're talking about this morning.
Yes.
And it's often very tricky to nail it, because how do you figure out what the person you're trying to gift needs, what their taste is, what their style is, but somehow you're able to just bring it together in the most beautiful way. Let's talk about that.
Well, I've tried to find, first of all, I think the great thing about homeware gifting is that yes, you need to take people's taste into account, but it's much easier to package something in homeware than it is for, say, fashion or beauty, and often it's a lot more budget-friendly. So you can have small little things like little heart things, which you can fill with chocolates if you wanted to take as a little hostess gift, or you can go bigger. So I've got lots of different things going on here. There's beautiful cheese boards and things like that. There's lots of like dining things. I'm slightly obsessed with the home edit, so I did have to bring some storage into it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, even though it looks like storage might be a weird gift to give somebody, you can pack that with delicious goodies as well. So it can also be a foodie kind of a gift before you get there.
And also, everybody does need a bit of a storage type of homeware fitting.
So we want beautiful homeware.
This looks like an entertainer's dream, I must say, because all of this looks like the kind of stuff you would find at an entertainer's house.
Well, we've got a lot of everything. We've got something for cat lovers, storage lovers. I would pair that beautiful little ice bucket with 2 champagne glasses, or take a bottle of wine with that. I also bought a whole lot of coffee things. You were just talking about being a coffee snob.
Yeah.
So you can make your own. You can pop it in a takeaway mug. I think that's a really nice gift for a coffee lover. There's some cool gifts for braai masters, mistresses, braai mistresses as well.
Young braai.
I love all of those kind of things. And I did bring a lot of picnicky things as well, which I think is a really cool gifting idea to take for the festive season. So I'll show those off. But I love these. I love the cushions. There are lots of these different picnic cushions, which are great for gardeners. They're great for picnics. I did bring a throw because I thought a bit of Netflix and chill, since we still seem to be having weird weather. Totally. And then you can have the coffee back. These are super cute. I know they're little decorations, but I think for kids festive, you can like have them holding something. These are little wire arms. So they can hold the extra present to take along with them. And there are reindeers and Father Christmas is like this as well. This is a picnic blanket, which are really cool. My children will probably hate me for saying this, but I love giving people towels as presents because I think they are useful, and you always kind of do something with them, and you can kind of pair them with adult non-breakable glasses, or kids' glasses and things like that, which I think are kind of, and those are cool, and I think they're easy to pack and they're nice to go with these things. So my thing for gifting is to build stuff, not to do one thing, so to kind of have stuff that all sort of matches the theme.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people are going to get invites to dinner parties and, all sorts of dinners. What then do you take with you if it's not edible? So if you're not taking a bottle of wine, or if you're not taking some chocolate with you, what do you take?
That's exactly it. I think this year particularly, people have been quite weird about wanting to take food to other people's houses, and since everyone's either on October or November or something, nobody knows whether they're supposed to bring wine or not. I love candles for those kind of things, and I love being able to take something that sort of, I like a hand towel or things like that, that can be something that's a little bit indulgent, that you wouldn't necessarily buy for yourself, that you can wrap up in the festive season. You'll notice there is no wrapping here. That's because I like to wrap things in like a Christmas decoration or like some tinsel or something, so it feels a little bit more festive.
Special.
But these kind of things I think are great as hostess gifts. the candles, the LED light candles, the hand towels, those little kitchen things and mugs. I think those are all great.
I've had the most fun with these candles. Because the first time I saw them from a distance, I thought, oh, these are really nice candles, but I can't smell them. Until I got close and you realize that these are actually LED battery-operated candles.
They are brilliant.
But they're so cool because they never run out.
Totally.
And the worst thing about candles is just like having to replenish all the time.
I know.
You
I
are
love
fantastic. I have to tell you this because these are so inspiring
Oh, you
for what's
sorted.
coming. The season is here and you have sorted all of us out. But from bedroom to bathroom and of course dining to decor, you'll take home even more when shopping the Woolworths Homeware Festival. Now, shop the Homeware Festival early online between the now, obviously today, and the 19th of November and get 20% off 2 selected homeware items. How amazing is that? Super amazing. So go out there and shop. Happy shopping, everyone. I really love the candles and the...
It's summertime, everybody, and you are just in time for something really refreshing.
Get your 100% goodness with Crush. Scratch and stand the chance to win hundreds of goodness prizes for 100 days with hashtag Crush100.
Made with love by Clover.
I'm pretty sure that we can all agree that there is simply nothing nicer on a hot summer's day than a cool, colorful, 100% tasty iced lolly made with fresh fruit and juices. These healthy lollies are sure to make you jolly. I should have said jolly. But before we make those, let's add some jolliness to our Daily Crush 100% Goodness Winners Day. Whew. Drum roll, everybody. Congratulations, Michael Mosete. You have won yourself a NutriBullet 600W. Woo, woo, woo. Now, for all those exciting homemade recipes, this one will definitely get you sorted. Let's get your picture on the leaderboard right now, please. Thank you so much, G.
Here we go.
Hard work. That's what we call hard work right there. Now, if you've missed the steps on how to enter, take a look at how easy it is.
Are you ready to stand a chance to win 100% goodness prizes with Crush, such as NutriBullets, Veggie Bullets, Tefal kitchen appliances, bar fridges, skincare products, fitness products, and vouchers? 100% you are. 100% goodness winners will be announced daily on Expresso from Monday to Friday from September through December. To enter, buy Crush promo packs. See the back of the label to scratch, and if you find a unique code, dial the USSD number on the pack to stand a chance to win immediate prizes or go into the grand prize draw. If you do not find a unique code, keep buying Crush to find the hidden codes. Crush is 100% fruity, fresh, tasty, and refreshing.
Made with love by Clover.
Grant is so excited about these iced lollies.
Listen, like when you're on the beach and someone goes, there's a lolly for your mommy, you know, lolly to make you joy. I get excited. But you can make these and make them super healthy, which is what I'm excited about. It doesn't have to be full of sugar and stuff. It can be full of all this amazing fruity goodness.
100% goodness, yes.
And what we're going to do is we're going to make 3 tiered ones.
Okay.
So it's very hard to show in like a quick period of time, but you'll get the principle of this, and we'll show you the final product once we're done. But the first thing, can I ask you to do something?
Yes, please.
I need you to fill a little bit of, this is our strawberry blend that we've done already, just to layer it. We're going to be doing 3 different tier layers.
So this one is strawberry with the cranberry 100% crush. Okay.
Yes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a bunch of this mango over here.
I love mangoes. Mangoes are literally.
Do you want me to leave you some?
Please.
Let me just, let me just. You can have, I'm going to leave you a couple because I know you want to nibble it. One of the things that I like about this particular recipe is that you can. We're going to blend this fine, but you can even blend a layer and then chop up another layer with a little bit of crush in there so that it's got a bit of fruit pieces in it.
Ooh.
And then after you've done that, you can, let's not blend the spoon. Then after you've done that, you can also have like a bit of chewy fruit in your lolly, which is something that you don't get. We're going to blend this quick up in the NutriBullet. It's so easy, so we've just put it in.
We have to dance.
Is this the NutriBullet dance?
Yes.
Okay.
Come on, everybody.
Look at that. Look how quick that was.
Oh,
now,
super quick.
you could just drink this if you wanted to.
Uh-huh.
But, you know, it is summer, and sometimes you just want something to drink by the pool or by the beach. It's probably going to be by the pool this year.
It could have been neater, I know, but...
Okay. So, realistically, what we would be doing right now is we would have frozen these layers.
Yeah.
You know, these fruit doesn't stack naturally.
Yeah.
So once we've blended it and we would pour up another layer, I'm just going to do this. It's going to mix. But realistically, it would tear. Whoops.
But there is a little bit of difference of layering that I see there.
Yeah, but I'm a perfectionist, you know? So you want a bit of layers. You can do it like this if you're being super lazy.
It smells so delicious. I love mangoes too much. Now, also the third layer would be our blueberries, but we're not going to do that now. But
we're not going to do that now.
The final product looks like that.
But first you want to put the sticks in. So you would have put the sticks in like this, you know? So you guys are getting this, you're getting this. So we've got, oof, look at that. And then I'm going to go fetch. You put these in. I'm going to go fetch the final product.
Oh my gosh, this is a fun way of also just getting the entire family involved. If you have children, everyone can help you. This looks so... I have to.
Look at these. These are the layers. You can see the 3-tiered layers. So once you've frozen a layer, you can see it's like a sedimentary rock. It just stays like that.
I love it so much.
Cheers.
Ding! 100% goodness. Here's a quick recap. If you missed any steps for these 100% refreshing iced lollies.
Made with love by Clover. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful souls. Thank you so much for tuning in for what has been an inspirational show. So there's only one way to round it off this morning, and I think because of the COVID-19 pandemic, but everything that this country, probably the world, is facing right now, what we really need is a message of equality, of unity, and of hope. And that's exactly what we're going to give you in the form of the song titled We Are Survivors, which is going to be performed by the ringleader, Salim Ismail, Jean Cito, Mashay Bianca, Chesman Ray. We welcome him back. Great to see you here again. Celeste Florence and Andreas Tabamuntu. They are about to perform right now just for you at home, and hopefully this will resonate after the difficult year that we have had and prove to you that indeed we are survivors.
we need to stand together, together.
Put our differences aside, any storm we'll weather, we'll weather. Let's put aside our pride. We are the rising tide.
No, we won't lose hope. No, we won't lose faith. We won't stop believing in our good God's grace.
We will stand tall through the rise and fall. We won't stop believing in our good God's grace. We are survivors. We are the fighters.
Now is the time. We won't be divided. This mountain we will climb. We will stand united. We will stand united.
Let's put aside our pride. We are the rising tide.
We won't lose hope. No, we won't lose faith. We will stand together as one human race. We will stand tall through the rise and fall. We won't stop believing in our good God's grace.
We are survivors.
We are the fighters. Now the time has come to rise. We lift our hands up to the skies and pray for brighter days.
No, we won't lose hope. No, we won't lose faith. We will stand together as one human race. We will stand tall through the rise and fall. We won't stop believing in our good God's grace. We are survivors. We are the fighters. No, we won't lose hope. No, we won't lose faith. We will stand together as one human race. We will stand tall through the rise and fall. We won't stop believing in our good God's grace. We are survivors. We are the fighters. No, we won't lose hope. No, we won't lose faith. We will stand together as one human race. We will stand tall through the rise and fall. We won't stop believing in our good God's grace. We are survivors. We are the fighters. We are survivors.
Survivors, that was so beautiful. The message is in the lyrics. We need to stand together as the human race and conquer everything that we have been faced with, especially in 2020.
Oh, you beautiful ensemble. Please take a bow. What an amazing performance. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. 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 Well, we do this again at 11:30 here on SABC3. The midday edition is going to be lots of feel good, so you got to make sure that you stick around for that. And then tomorrow, 6 o'clock again.
We do it all over again. But thank you to all of our guests today. It's been an inspiring show. It really has, I think, shown us the power of youth and what young people are doing and can achieve at the moment. That's been humbling to see as well. But thank you so much to you guys as well for weighing in on the conversation. We'll be back at 11:30 this morning to do it all over again with our midday broadcast. Until then, have a fabulous morning.
And we love you.
We love you guys.
Cheers.
Clover celebrates spring with exciting giveaways. Look out for selected Clover products in store to stand a chance to win. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.